Hi, some thoughts for today, the 11th Sunday in Trinity. Well, how did you get on? How did you do? Many young people this week have been asked that question as they anxiously scanned either their A-level or GCSE results. How did you get on? This year has been particularly difficult for everyone, and some have been left wondering that they are not really sure how they have done. All very difficult and unsettling. This time of year brings back very painful memories for me. Opening envelope and that horrible feeling when my results were not great and then having to answer everyone's question. Well, how did you do? Not very well, actually. Quite ghastly, in fact. Failing at something is not easy. Not knowing the right answer to a question is also not easy. Sitting at my desk, the teacher asks the question. Hands go up. Not mine, as I haven't a clue. Also, I know I'm going to be asked, and I'm right. The teacher seems to enjoy my ignorance and humiliation in front of everyone. Happy days. And apparently, these were the best days of our lives. Today we focus on dear Peter, who did not always get it right. When Peter wanted to prevent Jesus going to Jerusalem, Jesus says, "Get behind me, Satan. You are more of a hindrance than a help." Jesus confronted Peter in the Garden of Gethsemane. "Can you not even watch 1 hour with me?" Jesus even threatened to cut him off at the foot washing incident. "No, Lord, not me," says Peter. "If you don't let me, you can have no part in me," Jesus replies. Then came the denial and desertion just before the crucifixion. Peter made his mistakes. However, today, Peter is spot on. Jesus has taken his close friends to the beautiful district of Caesarea Philippi and conducts one of the first recorded opinion polls. Who do people say I am? They reply that some people think you are John the Baptist, others Elijah, even Jeremiah, or some say even that you are one of the old prophets who's come back to have another go. Perhaps not a very flattering answer. These days we could have said, "Hang on, Lord, I'll just Google it." Then comes a different and more difficult question from Jesus. That's fine, but you, who do you say I am? Some might have been like me in the classroom. Oh heck, I'm not sure. I don't know. What do I say? However, thank God for Peter. He answers straight away. You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. And he's right. Good old Peter. So how does Peter get it so right today and on other days so wrong? Just imagine you are Peter and you are with your companions to share the common Eucharistic meal together. The memories and stories of Jesus are still very sharp, and although Jesus is no longer with you, you are still meeting together as Jesus wished. Then someone gets up and recounts or reads your denial of Jesus, and at the end of it, everyone says, "This is the gospel, the good news of God." Your denial, betrayal, getting it wrong is good news. How can it be good news? The answer comes from Jesus himself. When Peter gets it right today, Jesus says his answer was revealed to him through my Father in heaven. It was not flesh and blood that revealed this truth, but Jesus' Father in heaven. Most of the time, like Peter, we can look at the world and one another through the eyes of flesh and blood, our human eyes. Our sight can be clouded by prejudice, by fear, by envy, by all sorts of human emotions and attitudes. And that is when we can get it wrong. We can put down, misjudge, and wrongly condemn. However, Jesus asks us to see all things through the eyes of his Father in heaven, who sees our ups and downs, our mad mix of attitudes and still says, I want you to be with me, work with me, because I love you and think you are great. Jesus looked at Peter in that way, and that is why his story is good news. Peter, for his part, knew that despite his ups and downs, he was held in an extraordinary love and trust. So yes, good news. We all do and shall make mistakes, but also we all have an amazing and unique gifts and talents. Like Peter, Jesus looks at us through the eyes and love of his Heavenly Father and says, despite those wrong turns, I still want what you can be, what you can do, both for me and those around you. Let's change the world together. That is good news. Keep well, keep safe, and God bless.